From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at the...
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The Browns first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The Browns ball.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 9. First down, Cleveland.
And the Browns first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times, defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is going.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, there's Scott, there's Scott. Scott, Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
It's fourth down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tackle made.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From midfield now, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Mack Wilson coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now Landry. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second and 5 now. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6 from the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. As the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Browns 9, Bengals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mayfield's pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 48.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Got three.
They run forward with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow will throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. And some room to roam now. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. B.J. Goodson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. B.J. Goodson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, punt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Geno Atkins got home that time. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
Some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And he fires one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
At the 46-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Mayfield's pass.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back him up 5.
Check it back. He's crossing. Hey, alert 33. Check. Fresno. Watch out.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down. Today's final.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss knocks them from